Well, welcome everyone. We are back. We did take a hiatus, but you know what? That's because we want to come back when we really want to play, and everybody can play. We don't want to leave anybody out. So, welcome. You're here on Tuesday nights as normal. We've been doing this for years on Tuesday nights. So, please watch us live if you can. If not, this will be on YouTube until YouTube, you know, is forced to be sold to another company. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Welcome to the third episode, final episode of Arc 4. We are playing Band of Blades, which is a version of, from Evil Hat. Uh, their Evil Hat official. This is where I tagged them here. But yeah, using Band of Blades. So make sure this is a Blades in the Dark kind of variation. So make sure and check it out. There are links of their Twitter handle if you're on our, X or Twitter or tweet or I don't know what it is. So you know where it is. All right, I'm going to give this right over to Michael. Enjoy.
All right. Hello and welcome to World War Bug, the epic insect military saga that takes you through a massive conflict, one teeny tiny battle at a time. This is episode 3 of our second to last arc. So after this, we have only 3 more episodes until the war is over. Spoiler alert: World War Bug, the bug war to end all bug wars, is going to end. And it will in 3 episodes after this one. This is episode 3 of our Kingdom of Eatery arc. Um, the Roof War being that arc name. This episode is called The Daring Bugs. I'll get into it in just a moment with a newspaper recap. But first, let's go ahead and meet those bugs participating in the war to end all wars. Please tell me who you are, who you're playing, and how they're feeling after the uh, chaotic, eventful, and violent moments that closed off our last episode. Starting with Nick.
Oh, hello there. I'm Nick, and once again, I'm playing Lieutenant Colonel Max Flores, the bullet ant sniper. And last we saw him, he was buried in ice. And so we'll see what happens with his new companion who brought him out of the ice. Well, not new, but his fun, fun ally.
Right, new here. He's in a new place.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good soldier Shrank who
Yeah.
found you, thankfully.
Hmm.
But even though you've been, sort of rescued, you're still in a very dangerous situation.
Yep.
Uh, Also in danger or hitting right into danger is our next 2 players. Let's start with Patrick.
Hello, I'm Patrick. I am playing Sergeant Ekdom Lucano, the soldier ant soldier, who is devastated to potentially have lost another person in, yeah, just in general, but also in the avalanche. Tried very hard to prevent that from happening, but gotta try to find him and bring him back.
All right. And then rounding us out, also in the Max Flores search party, looking for Max, it is Dallas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dallas and playing Corporal Stilly Dreamtree, gladly following Sergeant Lucano into the wilderness of the rooftop to look for Flores. Um, Dreamtree being the medic of the Greenleaf Company, um, knowing that I think each member is also possibly wounded, to her best of her knowledge, 2 out of 3 for sure. Um, Flores seems to dodge bullets, but we got to go find him. And she wasn't even sure it was going to happen, but there was Lucano making the charge out, followed with, and hopefully we'll round out the party again to make the next move.
All right. So we'll get right into it. Just want to do a real quick recap, real quick news article. Um, Basically, we are in, those of you just joining us, perhaps, we are in the Bloom household, ordinary suburban house owned by an entomologist. builder house full of bugs. Those bugs form nations. Those nations are at war, and we are at the front, the eatery front, where it's the kingdom of eatery. A bunch of bugs who have made a civilization out of old packaging from Ray's original Italian eatery, and they're going against the Beetle Weevil Empire. We'll go ahead and read the news articles. This is, of course, as all of our news articles are that serve as recaps from the mid-afternoon waggle dance by embedded bee reporter Buzz Peachtree. It is a grim hour for the Kingdom of Eatery. The newly formed nation sought glory and victory when it joined the side of the insect Entente in the Great War, sweeping through all the residents of the Bloom household. What it found was death, as repeated assaults and the lines of the Beetle Weevil Empire floundered across the insect goop-stained Costa Azul Valley failed. And now, terrible new development. The allies of the Beetle Weevil Empire, the powerful Nessenheim ants of the Iron Kaiser, have joined with the Beetle Weevil bugs into a brutal onslaught, driving the eatery insects back towards the village of Pimento, and the eatery lines are facing a total collapse. For the Greenleaf Guards, bold bugs of the Hillish Empire fighting in the eatery front, that couldn't come at a worse time. They've been sent to the freezing rooftop where they successfully infiltrated a Beetle Weevil military base, only to find themselves separated by deadly avalanches and enemy troops. But the greatest threat of all is Sir Basil Rosemary Time, a slaver and arms dealer and his mercenary assassins, who are intent on destroying the guards for good. Max Flores, the master sniper of the Greenleaf Guards, barely survived burial in the freezing morning frost. Ecton Lucano and Stilly Greenleaf, veteran army ant soldier and ladybug medic, are hastening to the side of their comrade in arms. And in the carnage of absolute defeat, a new type of bug soldier will rise, and the face of insect war will change forever. All right, so we'll get right into it. Our party has been divided. Classic RPG situation here. Let's go ahead and start with Lucano and Dreamtree. So, some sort of good news is that because most of the fighting is now happening below, the Beetle Weevil bugs up here aren't making an assault, like they're not pushing the attack. So there's not too much enemy troops, but you know they're going to be like infesting the whole area soon. Bad news is that it's getting dark. Like we're in the evening right now. The frost is hardening. It's getting really cold and really hard to see anything. So what are Lucano and Dreamtree doing to try and find Flores?
As you're walking around, I'm using like the sort of butt of my twig emplacement, kind of testing the snow, looking for places where it's a lot harder or icier that might like have hard because someone's like stuck underneath breathing hard, kind of encasing themselves.
Okay. Is Dreamtree like helping out? What's Dreamtree doing to like kind of stay warm or make some light or to help in this very hostile environment?
Got it. To offer help in the dark, I tell the sergeant that one of us could have some night vision. There's upside, of course, you can see in the dark, but you are light sensitive. So I will gladly drink it to aid in the search if you don't want to, but if you'd be rather the person that can see in the dark better, I would gladly give it to you. Just want to let you know the up and down side before you ever drink anything.
I trust you. Trust you to keep. I trust you to be the eyes for me as I do this.
Got it. Okay, so then I'll drink the owl sight oil, and then I'll aid in where you should step first, based on what I can see. Or, something to that effect, I think.
All right. Let's have somebody, maybe we could do like leading an action for scout, but the owl sight will give you guys an extra die for sure.
I currently have uh no scout.
Neither do I.
Uh uh
Let's see.
Out of
Well,
grit.
this would give you
So that
one.
turns it to a die, though, right? At least it's one.
Well, for you, I
Yeah,
still
you get
roll
one.
disadvantage.
Well, I think it's whoever wants to roll it, right?
We're doing the group action. We both roll, but
Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be group action. It's a suggestion.
okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll let you roll it. I'll let you roll scout.
Um.
You could also always, as always, do a push yourself or do a devil's bargain. This is a controlled situation, so it's not too bad.
Okay. Then I'll do my part to make sure that I'm a good eyesight, and then you can do your physical tests. So the bargain adds a die, right?
Yep.
If you want to, or you could push yourself. Should I tell you what the devil's bargain is?
Yeah, why not? It's good to know.
Yeah. You'll find Flores, but you'll get the wrong kind of attention too. So someone will find you.
Got it. Okay. Is that worth it, Sergeant?
I think so.
All right. Let's go. Come on, Flores. Oh, fuck. It's a 1 and a 3. 3. I'm glad
Okay.
I
want to be,
took the
this.
bargain, maybe, but
Mhm.
it ain't good.
Okay. It's all right. It happens.
Yep.
It was only controlled too, so you don't get to mark experience. But it's also not the worst thing. It's controlled, so it's not like a total.
Yes, you said it was controlled.
time.
That's why I was more willing to try it.
Yeah, and hey, this devil keeps his word.
I wish not.
Seriously.
You find some like footprints in the frost, leading sort of like further up to kind of like a valley going between the tiles, and you see Flores's feet are there. So that's good. So Flores like went this way. You also see that like he's moving. He's not alone. There is another set of like you think maybe beetle prints, and then a bunch of like aphid prints, which is a little. See, it's like a history roll. Maybe Lucano, maybe you could give me research for like how much you know about sort of the the aphid shepherds of the roof. Also totally controlled. Nothing. No bad thing will happen if you don't get it. So
let's see. Can I use one of my books and scrolls on him? Gives a plus research roll. Or is that only if I do it?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
What does it just give me? Basically, like one extra die or something?
Yeah, if you use books and scrolls on a research roll, it gives you an extra die to research.
Okay. Thanks to the one die.
Hey, I'm using books and scrolls. There we go.
That's a 3.
Okay, well, you have no idea what aphids are doing here. They could be enemy, so he might be taken prisoner. But you just know he went one way.
I'm gonna assume he's been taken prisoner.
Okay. So here are the bad things. Looking up into the sky, you see a bunch of brilliant lights, and you realize these are fireflies. You don't know if they're with Sir Basil or with the Beetle Weevils. You do know you also hear Beetle Weevil like feet like marching in the snow. And in the distance you can hear them singing like a march, a fun, oompa oompa kind of marching song.
Okay.
You imagine that if these fireflies find you and get the word out, like there'll be overwhelming force coming to get you soon.
Is there any place we can move in to hide, like a snowdrift or something?
I would say so. To hide from the fireflies, I think It's going to require a roll to try and hide them before let them pass. It could be maneuver, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll take that one. At least
Yeah.
I have a die in that one.
Yeah, I got 2 in maneuver. Oh,
Okay, we're definitely in risky now. So
Okay.
yeah, you can see like a firefly patrol light coming your way, and like this kind of green light, this green haze cutting across the icy surface of the roof.
Yeah, I'll just make a mad dash for like the nearest, like, because if they're like above us, I'm gonna see if I can try to find like shelter amongst like a couple of, you know, trees, clumps of moss, kind of in this frozen uh rooftop. Somebody
Yeah,
get
maybe
me
there's
out of
some
their
some very hardy.
yeah, just
Right,
somebody
yeah.
get me out of their line of sight.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Oh, okay. Uh, okay. I think you do it, and you get Dream Tree is you find a good spot to like hide to. So you there's enough room for Dream Tree to go to. Um, the problem is one of the fireflies is suspicious. Like you probably left some footprints in the snow.
Oh yeah.
So the firefly it doesn't know exactly where you are, but knows you're in the area. So the firefly is kind of like buzzing there, looking around. Um, you do hear him muttering like, "Sir Basil's going to want to know about this." All right. Meanwhile, Flores, you and Good Soldier Shrank are like sort of walking together. How much damage you taken, by the way?
Oh, I think I've just got.
What's your damage level?
I, I I think I just have a full. I'm just full on level 1 right now. So
Oh, okay. Um, I want to do something I think Shrank would be able to like. He has some like warming nectar or pollen that he like gives to you,
okay.
and that like warms you up and heals one level of harm. So you're back to half of one.
Okay. I had one marked as ice, so I will remove that one.
Yeah, he warms you up with that. I figure
Alright.
he's it makes sense. He's a shepherd. He's become an aphid. He's become like a full on aphid shepherd. He is like, oh yes, these beautiful mountain peaks are my home, and these
Well,
aphids are now my little friends. Yodele hoo.
alrighty then. It's a good thing that you're here then.
Oh yes. How strange that the winds of war have blown me here on top of the rooftop. It was getting here is quite a story. I don't mind telling you.
Sure, while we walk, I don't mind that.
He talks a little bit. It's a very complicated picaresque of like lots of wacky situations that he sort of bumbled into until he ended up here with these aphids. He's like, so happy to rescue you. What should we do now?
Well, probably. I mean, I should probably work my way back to the the main camp down lower. But I don't know. I mean, we also don't know if there's anything who's if we start heading back, then I don't know who we're gonna run into.
Hmm. He's like, okay, we could start heading back. It's a difficult road.
Uh,
Camp. Um, and then perhaps I should go back to my own side. My
Sure.
my my peaceful ideal in the mountains with my beloved aphid friends
Oh, of course.
perhaps should come to an end.
It's fine. I mean,
Oh,
I won't tell if you don't.
oh, well, thank you. Perhaps I can stay here safely in these mountains on the roof for a little longer.
Well, you saved my life, so I think I owe you that much, at least.
Ah, very good. Um, so he starts heading back, and then you start noticing the fireflies
Okay.
running across the rooftop.
Um,
Shrank says, "Uh-oh, that is bad. Corporal, Lance Corporal, what should we do?"
well, probably find some cover first off. If there's if they're around, there might be others. So, let me look around and see what we can find. Uh, so we'll start off with sort of like looking around for, um, well, cover first and then getting the lay of the land second. So, um, let's see here. So I'll do, I would say I'd do a scout roll, sort of kind of a thing, or
Yeah, scouts, yeah, totally makes sense to me.
cool. Yeah. Okay. 136. So 6.
Ooh, okay. Um, you find the perfect cover. You hide there. The Firefly Patrol passes over you. The light, like the spotlight, sort of shine down, gleaming yellow against the ice, and they fly away. And they have like no idea you were there, and they're moving on to the next area. So you're totally safe.
It's like, okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's see if there's anyone on the ground. Um, I'm gonna, I guess, look around for evidence of like ground troops or anything like that, or
Okay. Um,
I mean, I could also do a maneuver to sort of like move to the next spot, if that makes sense as well.
start moving back to the gutter where the camp was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you decide. Do you want to try and look for more enemy soldiers in this area, or do you want to start heading back to the eatery camp?
Um, I think I'll make my way back, but um, as as Flores is, he's always got his head on the swivel. So, but I think I
All
will
right,
do the
go ahead.
I'll do yeah, the maneuver sounds good.
Perfect.
Once again, with the three fives.
Whoa. All right. Let's see. I would say this is risky, and you definitely do it. You make your way down. You see the camp. Where from a distance, it's like using your keen bullet ant vision, you can see like there's a great deal of activity going on. Um, there's not that many bugs left. It looks like most of them are like pulling out, heading down the side of the house, going to try and reinforce the other eatery bugs in this like the Battle of Pimento.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
Well,
you do
I'm guessing
you spot.
I don't see my squad mates.
Ooh, I think the issue is You don't see them, but you do see one firefly that's like hovering over a certain area. So you realize something might be up there, but you're not sure what.
Okay.
So that's sort of the
Um,
complication.
okay. Is it just the
So it could
one, or
be
is there others around?
it's there is one, but he's within like hailing distance of the others.
Gotcha. Okay.
You could tell he's looking for something.
Okay. Um, it's never a good sign. So yeah, knowing knowing Lucano, he'll be like, okay, the sergeant might have gone back for me. I'm gonna sort of head towards it and sort of like keeping out of sight, but definitely um getting closer just in case there's trouble afoot. So
Okay. All right. So you're making down, moving stealthily.
yeah.
Good soldier Shrank is creeping along. His aphids are creeping along. Surprisingly quiet. You know,
Uh,
hey, these aphids like they got to avoid avalanches,
yep, that's true.
birds getting them. So like they got to be quiet.
Yeah.
All right, let's check back on our other friends. Lucano, Dream Tree. You got no idea where Flores is, and this Firefly like knows something's up. What are you guys doing?
How loud are the twig emplacements like these weapons? I don't know if, like, if
They're
we
pretty
took-
loud.
Pretty loud. It's like, so we started shooting, we draw attention to us.
Yeah, they're gunfire loud. You know,
Yeah.
the intricate bug mechanisms that shoot nasty like splinter bullets are loud as guns. So
Okay.
I got one incendiary grenade left.
Probably not a great idea.
No, not for in the immediate area, but
God, this is difficult. I don't know what to do.
there's
Ooh.
lots of frost around. Oh, go on.
Never mind. Decided like maybe not a great idea. Try to use a skill that I have no points in.
Okay, hey, could be good. There are like wild aphids in this area too. You want to try and utilize them in some way. And there may be, I mean, it's grisly, but this could also be helpful to you. There are dead bugs like that are frozen in the snow. Like lots of, they've been fighting over this for a long time, and lots of bugs have like died or been shot or killed, and are like kind of half buried and frozen in the ice. And a grisly reminder of the war that is like happening around you.
Can I try to like scrounge up like a knife that I can throw?
Ooh, okay.
I have a point
I don't
in
think I'll make you.
scrounge.
That's true. Yeah, go ahead and roll scrounge and see what you can find.
I don't think that's a roll. I think that's
Is it an ability or is it a roll?
it's
that's
a
a specialist thing.
it's a specialist thing. I think that was the that's
yeah.
the scout specialist.
Oh, what is it? I guess.
You just use it. Right?
Here we go. Scrounge.
Yeah, I don't know if you have it.
I did
While-
pick it up
yeah.
actually as
While
part
on
of
a
my
mission,
level
you may
ups.
spend scrounge uses to find safe and secure shelter or one load worth of supplies for everyone in your squad.
I guess technically a.
Right. Yeah, I don't think you have to
Ammo.
roll for it. You just do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll find a knife and
Yeah.
I'll try to just down the torch bug with a knife.
Right. I would say you get like a decent amount just from like the dead bugs around you. You get like a sword made of like a little sliver of like nail. You get some like climbing axes that could be used as weapons. Made of like little bits of tin foil. and you get like two good like combat knives of like glass.
Ugh. Should I roll
Alright.
skirmish for this? Or
I
shoot,
think so.
maybe? They're the
Either
same for me.
works. I will
They're
let you
the same.
decide. Yeah,
I'll do skirmish. I think that's more fitting than like shoot.
yeah. Can you shoot a throwing knife? Viewers, let us know.
Throwing
When you put it
knife.
like that, yes. But
It is a 4.
you can shoot the throw.
Okay. Oh, please mark experience. I think this is definitely desperate.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
A severe. I mean, this is a severe complication. You get the firefly turns off as the glass knife goes like right into his throat, and just like goo rains down. He dies, but like the light switching off is noticeable by some other fireflies who start flying over. They all have like like splinter carbines like in their hands. So you immediately have like lots of unwelcome attention. Flores, you definitely see this is going on. You see like 3 or 4 fireflies like buzzing in, weapons at the ready.
Okay.
You know stuff is going on.
Really, it's
So
time
like
to
you
go.
guys got to get out of there fast. Yeah, or like the whole Beetle Weevil army is going to know this and be on their way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, please mark experience though for that
I
too.
did, yeah.
All
Could
right. Dream
could I
Tree.
do some sort of
Oh,
signal?
Flores, huh?
Could I do some sort of like signal, since I know, knowing that it's probably one of mine, or at least an ally of mine. Could I fire off like a signal or some sort?
Absolutely. What do you think your signal is?
Um, I don't really have like a flare, do I? No, but that would also be
A piece of mirror
telling.
that you sort of flash with the moonlight.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I probably have something. It's. Oh wait, no. I can use like my scope to sort of like reflect the light.
Oh, perfect.
I'm pretty light sensitive at the moment, so if you can
Yeah.
give me anything, I can probably pick it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. All right, you flash the scope. Dream Tree, Lucano. I think Dream Tree especially. I think you both noticed this kind of flash of light on sort of the tile over in the distance.
Yeah, because that's what I would have been doing while Sergeant would be on the kill at the moment. Instead of just rooting him on, I definitely would have been like just looking around constantly. So I'll do that, and let's make the dash if we can.
Okay.
What kind of weaponry do these fireflies tend to have on them? Do they have just like bladed items, bullet items, or explosive items, or a combination?
They're more into bullets. They have like carbines, but as you
Okay.
look up, you do notice much of them do have like some match head grenades on their belts as well.
Got it. No, I'm just asking. Sorry. Let's run.
All right, so Dream Tree, you making a run for it?
Yes.
Okay, let's see this ladybug move.
What do I get?
Definitely desperate, so please mark experience.
Would this be maneuver?
I think so, unless you have
Okay.
another idea.
No, I just want to make sure I got the right one. Come on, maneuver. 4 and 6. That's so 6.
Oh man, okay. You book
She
it out
scuttles.
of there. You're like, yeah. Well, you can describe like how do you sort of avoid the bullets and grenades raining down on you?
Like the moment, like the first shot thinks it has me, my wings split open. I got that little dash that bugs get when they like sort of start flying, and it's like just at that moment, my hips creak and I move.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You just
didn't
like
know I still
zoom
had it in
down.
me.
you like weave your way through the tiles and through the chunks of frost, and you make it towards like the edge of the camp where the fire. You know, Flores is still out there. What do you do?
Is that for me?
Mhm.
I'm also just gonna make a run for it. I'm gonna try to run like slightly opposite of like where Steely's running, so like we have like they kind of have to like spread their fire between us, and hopefully give enough chance for Flores to hopefully retreat as well.
Okay.
Getting a distraction. The 5.
Okay. How much harm do you have so far? I should check.
I have both of my minor, my ones taken out. So pretty
Okay, I think we're gonna move to 2.
Can I throw a doctor at that way?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, no harm.
So I would say like you catch
I throw my.
Carbine like a splinter. Wait, go ahead, Dream Tree.
I throw my cooking pan back and it flings off the bullet.
Oh, nice.
Big PUBG.
You hurl the cooking pan over the splinter, twangs against it. You can hear the echo of it across the roof as Lucano makes it safely back to the edge of the camp.
Oh, my best
All
pan.
right,
I'll get you a new one.
Flores, good use of the pan. Flores, you see this. You see the firefly still buzzing around, but there's like a limit of how far they're going to go. So what do you do?
I'm not gonna go completely loud just yet. Do I like? I've seen that it's Steely and the sergeant, right? Okay.
Oh yeah. They're not hiding as they ran out. So
Okay. So, I guess I would sort of do a more audible, like, signal. Not like literally just like shouting out, but sort of like the bug equivalent of like those like bird noises if the bird calls.
Hell yeah.
okay, so you're trying to like sort of signal to them, or
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm also just sort of like, if that doesn't require a roll, if you, that's fine. What I could also do is I can scout just to sort of see how much they know or like what their movements are exactly, the enemy movements.
Ooh, okay. All right, yeah. Go ahead, give me a scout roll.
Right.
Do a little spying on the enemy.
Okay. 5 is the highest.
5. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say reduced effect. This is a controlled, I think, because you're just looking in the distance.
Sure.
You definitely see Beetle Weevil forces like moving in a large number, but you don't know how many exactly and where they're going to be there. But you
Okay.
know they're approaching the edge of the gutter.
Okay.
Where the eatery camp is, because they can see the eatery soldiers like pulling out.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's definitely people like following us, is what it seems like. Or is that the case? Or is it just general movements towards the camp?
I would say it seems general, but like you are in their path.
Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely like trying to like make myself known to the other two, while sort of trying to move away from the enemy troops.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a maneuver. Are you trying to like make it back to the eatery camp, or are you going further into the snow, into the ice?
I'm definitely sort of like making my way towards the camp, but like sort of in a roundabout way, not like a direct path.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I think maneuver could be this. Yeah, or you
okay.
have another idea?
No, maneuver works.
All right.
Cha. 5 again.
Hmm.
Got
Okay.
double 5s.
Double 5s. All right. I'm gonna say you do it, but complication occurs. I think you sort of try and go in like the long way to get into the camp. But as you're making it back there, you and Shrank find themselves in the darkness. You know, it's hard to see everything. Even Shrank, sure-footed rooftop shepherd that he is, can't quite see where he's going. And you end up like bumping into a patrol of some like Choco Chip commandos that were doing some like nighttime recon.
Shit.
Yeah, you're both sort of like kind of heading down the same sort of canyon groove in these roof tiles, and like they're coming one way, you're coming the other. And for a second, like everybody just stops and like stares at each other. Uh, they're like, they're like talking, smoking, and then suddenly they just like see you coming out of the snow with like this shepherd and with these aphids. So what do you do?
Um,
They even started shooting it. They're still like kind of stunned.
right, yeah. I would say, um, oh, wait, no. Am I still in the, like, the uniform that we stole in order to get in from those sessions ago?
That's right. Yeah, to infiltrate Marmalade, that is correct. You
Yeah.
never changed. So you're still. It is covered in snow and blood, but yes. And you are with this shepherd who is like not in uniform. He's wearing a very stylish pair of lederhosen.
Yeah. Um, so I think I'm gonna try in my um uh, best accent that I can to just be like, "Oh, my friends, I'm so glad that I found you. We've I've I got separated from my troop and I need I, and but now that you're here, you can I need you to sort of scout out over that way and I I think the rest of my troop is out down this way. I'll keep going that way. You go that way. Uh, but keep your eyes open for the enemy."
Oh, okay. So daring gambit for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to do a
I think it could be
consort.
consort. Yes, this is. I think this is consort.
Okay. With my one die, with my warm Barton trait.
Oh boy, we could do devil's bargain or push yourself too.
I don't have the stress to push myself.
Okay,
Um,
could do devil's bargain as well if you want. I can tell you what it is.
see what it is.
They will realize you're wearing an enemy uniform and they will capture you.
Okay.
You will be taken alive at least. But and hey, your enemy soldiers found in your uniforms are spies and will be shot. But you'll be not for a little bit. They gotta like take you back and stuff. So
Right, yeah. Mm,
is that a bargain you would like to take?
that is a good question. I've
Quite a bargain.
It is quite a bargain. I don't know if I want to be captured just yet. I've already been separated from my squad too long, so I don't think I'm gonna take it. I think I will try and rely on my one.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Wow. Okay. Well, I could not believe how tense I was. Um, they stare at you for a little while, and then one of them, their lieutenant is like, uh, so very good, soldier. We'll go check it out. And they start like heading the opposite way, and they get like halfway down the canyon, and like you're like, I'm home free, and they stop, and the lieutenant's like, soldier, and then you freeze and look back at you, and he says, your uniform is in terrible shape, and you seem to be wounded. Here, take these bandages, patch yourself up, and here's some fresh ammunition as well. I know you can
Thank you,
need
sir.
help.
Thank you, sir. I will do
As
that
you were.
right away. Thank you, sir.
And he heads off. So you get to heal an extra layer of harm too.
Sweet.
Yeah, with the 6, it's like something good happens and you get a cool bonus as well. So
Cool.
oh, all right. So everybody makes it back to the encampment. There's not too many bugs yet. Dragolio is like getting ready to go. But as he sees you coming, this is of course Colonel Dario Dragolio, Dragonfly Eatery officer extraordinaire, war poet, and suicidal lover of all things violent. So when you come back, I mean, you left like without his permission. He's looking pretty upset, and you see the other like Greenleaf guards are there too. But and as well as actually the breadstick Bersaglieri are there as well with Lieutenant Alfredo you helped
Yeah.
earlier. Dragolio says, "Ah, the Greenleaf guards have returned. What did you
Yeesh.
find on your hour's journey across the ice as you ran away from the face of heroism?"
Ran
Oh.
away from the face of heroism?
I don't know
Yes, the
about
Nothing
face of
more
heroism. My
noble.
face.
Oh,
What's
fair.
that?
There's nothing more noble than making sure the ones you're supposed to look after get back home safely.
Yeah, you should have seen the guts Lucano spilled just to make sure he could even find Flores. And he didn't even find them. So he just spilled those guts to do it.
that is true. Yeah, no.
Don't remind me.
Anyways, but I
I'm
will
just-
say,
I'm trying to talk you up.
I know.
Yeah. I think as you're saying this, you see Flores and good soldier Shrank and the aphids all coming in.
Ah, Shrank, it's good to see you again. Shrank, what are you doing here?
well, it was
Kano, hello there.
well, Shrank here saved my life from the snow. And actually, Shrank, you should head out since you and go about your aphid wrangling as it were.
Very good. Lucano, Stilly, I am certain we will meet again.
Hopefully after the war is over.
Good to see you. Keep up the good work.
Well, Sergeant, I've made it back. It seems you also tried to find me. Thanks. But I will say, we got some troops heading our way.
We should go.
Yeah.
Drogolio's like, yes, the orders have come through. We are to do that most ignoble of actions, a retreat. But do not be afraid. It's not a retreat so much as it is moving us somewhere else into another battle. So it's like, it's not a retreat. It's an assault in another direction.
It is advancement in a different direction.
Exactly. We are to proceed. We're going to leave the house, or we're going to leave the roof, go back to the Pasta Fazul Valley. It seems as if the front has completely collapsed. These Nessenheim ants they moved fast. They cut through our defenses. They have a new type of bug warrior that is able to break through even the strongest entrenchments. And so, actually, it's a good thing you're here because I'm going to indoctrinate you into a bold new group of super bug soldier. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. So, a cool, like, little. This knife should be the symbol of our heroism and our bloodthirsty nature as we hurl ourselves onto the enemy. We are going to be the ones, we're not going to be the ones who sit in trenches and wait and be boring and dumb. No, we will charge straight to the teeth of the enemy. We will be daring. And so I christen us all the Daring Bugs.
Oh, great.
Good name,
Sounds like a
actually.
name.
Not gonna lie.
The name is very good, isn't it?
Yes, I assume we're going to do a full frontal assault.
How'd you know?
Let's
That's
just
the
say
best way to win.
I've met with a recent
good
general
instincts.
down below in the Pothpuzu Valley that also believed the exact same thing.
Oh, right, General Cashew.
Yes.
Well, we'll try our best, but there may be other plans for us. It seems as if Cashew. It seems like all the soldiers are either dying or surrendering down there. So, they are taking the path of the coward. We shall take the path of the hero. Come with me down to the roof, down from the roof.
Alrighty then.
All right, so you guys, now part of the Daring Bugs, leave the roof and make your way down the side of the house. It's a bit of a journey, and you can see from your height that, like, yeah, the eatery front has completely collapsed. These Nessenheim bugs, they're like moving fast, they're moving strong, they're like punching through at key points and then just wrapping around to take tons of eatery bugs prisoner and just like avoid their positions and are just cutting south. So like loads of eatery land are being gobbled up by the ants. Eventually, your whole group makes it down, and you come to an area that sort of seems like sort of a front of some kind, like where the Nessenheim ants are approaching. As you're heading over there, so the country is a lot. You're back in the Pothpuzu Valley. Lots of like gravel, lots of these like small villages and buildings made of Italian food cases. But you're in a pretty decent expanse of land. You can see up ahead there is like sort of a puddle running along the side of the house. So there's like some impassable water that provides at least some obstacle. You come to what looks like a bunch of eatery soldiers that have escaped, and there's lots of like wounded bugs. There's some surviving officers that are trying to take command, but it just looks like chaos. And you see Buzz Peachtree, who is talking to another bee. So another citizen of the United Hives, which is his country. And the reporter beckons you over. Ah, the Greenleaf Guards. Tell me, how was the war above the? Yes, good to see you. How was the war above the clouds? Any stories of daring do for my readers that I can dance to them?
Certainly. While we were up there, we managed to sneak in a number of our soldiers to destroy critical infrastructure of the Nessenheim army.
Yep. And I survived an avalanche.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I mean, the critical infrastructure, that's good.
Avalanche is heroic.
That's great. Yeah, that's gonna move. That's gonna make a lot of dancing for me. So
the 25-year
waggle dancing it out already. Oh, sorry, what was that?
The 25-year anniversary balloon is no more.
That is true.
Ooh,
I did take that
yeah.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
That will not plague the skies.
wow. Struck a blow against Sir Basil Rosemary Time.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Yep.
Incredible shot, actually.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. I've been talking to this is one of my country bugs. It's always good to, you never know when you're going to find a fellow bee or hornet or wasp or yellow jacket.
True. Yeah.
This is Ernest Bumblebee, and you see he is indeed a bumblebee with you can tell he will someday have a magnificent beard of black and white bee fuzz. He is like a young kind of scholarly looking bumblebee who's like sort of staring into the distance. He's here working on a volunteer ambulance corps and is helping to take care of the sick eatery bugs there. And he might know something about the situation, which seems to be quite desperate.
Okay. What is going on here?
Ernest Bumblebee says, in of course, very terse, simple yet profound statements. There is a bridge. There is a bridge across the river. It is called the Toblerone Bridge.
Yes, the Toblerone
It's
Bridge.
It is made of a giant package of Toblerone. On one side of the river are the eatery ants who are wounded and failing and collapsing. On the other side, the Nessenheim bugs, who are very much prepared and ready and heavily armed. They will take this bridge. When they take the bridge, they will attack the surviving eatery ants. And the defeat that eatery is facing will become truly staggering. There is only one way to turn this total defeat from becoming an absolute catastrophe. No, I shouldn't have said absolute. That's an extra adjective. I'm sorry. Scratch that absolute. Anyway, there is only one way. If some bugs were to go under that bridge and blow it up, that would stop the Nessenheim advance. However, no, I shouldn't say however. I should just sorry. Again, simple nouns, simple verbs. This is the unique writing style that I'm practicing here. I'm sorry. Nessenheim ants want that bridge. They will fight to take it. Bugs will fight. Bugs will die. All right, so that's the situation.
All right, Ernest.
Thank you. Later, he's going to write a farewell to bug arm.
Farewell to arms.
Yeah, a farewell to legs.
Farewell to stingers.
Oh, that's true because he's a bee, so that'd be even worse. So there's like a bee with no stinger. Yeah. You'll read the whole book. He'll never come out and say that the main bee like lost his stinger or something or got his stinger shot off. But you'll have to kind of infer what's going on.
It's implied.
Yeah, it'll all be implied. Yeah, and as for whom the bee buzzes, he's gonna make a whole bunch of great books. But yeah, you see this Toblerone Bridge. You can see the Nassenheim troops massing on the other side of it. They're looking like particularly nasty. Dragulio says, yes, blowing up this bridge is the perfect opportunity for the Daring Bugs. Daring Bugs, you have not long to prepare, but do what you can. We should see if we can see what the enemy's strength is, gather what weapons and explosives we can, all that kind of boring crap that you have to do before you attack, and then we can attack. In fact, what if we just skipped all that boring crap and attacked right now?
Well, the daring bugs do what daring bugs do best. Be daring.
Exactly.
We dare to do the boring stuff first.
Okay, interesting tactic.
See, you weren't going to do it.
If you, well, I will try and restrain the wild warrior's passion that surges in my heart. I'll let you do it. I will compose a poem about my heroism on the Toblerone Bridge.
You go do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a poem, and then he looks over at Ernest Bumblebee, and he's like, "Oh, and by the way, mine's gonna have tons of adjectives in it. It's gonna be like the prose is gonna be so purple. It's gonna be great." And Ernest Bumblebee just like rolls his eyes. All right, so you guys know this like Toblerone Bridge. It's a pretty big bridge, like a big, it's a full length Toblerone package. So lay there in the water. You got to find some way to like blow it up or destroy it. And you can't quite see what Nessenheim troops are there, but there's there's a bunch of them, and these are like maybe a different kind of Nessenheim bug that you fought before, because they were able to like punch through eatery entrenchments with difficulty, but they were able to pull it off pretty well. So, what's the plan?
Well,
What kind of explosives are available?
So I have explosive charges, and I have a wrecking kit.
Like you can wreck things to get into places, or what is a
Wreck
wrecking
things
kit?
to break things.
Wreck things to break. So you have like a sledgehammer, crowbar.
The kit itself has where is it?
Sorry, I wasn't reading the thing. There's
Oh,
just
you're good. Melt,
guessing.
spikes, crowbars, pry bar, axes, drills, vials of acid, and hand
Ooh.
charges.
Mhm.
'Cause we could theoretically like string up a couple of charges to detonate when I activate the explosive charge itself.
Okay, that's my next question. What's the way they get activated? Through a fuse, through a detonator, or can they be shot at a distance?
It'd probably be detonated, by box.
Okay.
Probably could shoot it, but that's less likely to work.
Okay. Ultimate Hail Mary. Got it.
I mean, we don't have to be there specifically in blast range, but
Yeah, that's the Clint Eastwood ending.
Yeah.
The one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamite. That's the Hail Mary. Okay, so get in, set up, and push the plunger is the ultimate way. Okay.
yeah.
So it looks like you
All
might be
right.
the heavy lifter. I'll be the delicate line liar, maybe, and then
Or this watches are 6.
a cover. Yeah.
Well, watches are 12 are 7 through 3 o'clock.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Make sure that we're not getting surprised.
And unless you'd like
Okay.
me to do the cover shooting.
I would prefer to have more hands
I was
than
only
just
joking.
me.
Just joking, Sergeant. Just joking.
You want to bring the other Green Leaf guards and the breadstick Versaglieri, the daring bugs along with you.
Should we
And of
bring
course,
them with us?
Dragulio's raring to go. Needless to say.
We want them to hold the bridge as a diversionary attack. Get it so it looks like we're holding, we're gearing up to hold the bridge and not going to destroy it.
That's good. Yeah.
Lieutenant Alfredo's like, we should go on the top. You're saying?
Don't go across the bridge, but hold up, prepare. Keep eyes on them as long as you can, but whatever Dragolio says, don't charge. You're walking right
Dragolio's
into
like-
where we're setting up the explosives.
Dragulio's like, what would really make this work? A charge.
So
Just look at
You
Alfredo.
do have, I should say,
Listen to me.
you do have the bomber balloon, and the clank is with you as well. So that could.
Ooh, we should
uh,
give them the clank.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, it could fit on top of the Toblerone. Toblerones are a big, hefty package,
Oh yeah, exactly.
so the clank could roll right on top. Though again, it could be risky to put it at risk if you're going to blow up the bridge.
We don't want them to go onto the bridge. We want them to be on like our side of the river, fortifying.
Yeah, we're making it look like
Okay.
we're going to hold the position down, and then when we need to, they back up and we blow it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That would
So a
be
tank
ideal.
there.
Alright.
A tank there does look like we're trying to hold the bridge. Yeah, if we do put a tank at the end of it.
Very true. Very true.
We'll also say that the puddle it's like sort of deep for a bug, but you're like when you're in it, you'll be like waist high equivalent, so you'll be visible unless you choose to walk and swim across, which is hard but is possible. It's going to be
I mean, I'm cool with trying to swim across to maintain that level of stealth.
I will gladly do that. Let's see.
I'm sure you got something.
I was just wondering if there's any way to sort of make like a snorkel,
Oh, definitely.
just to try.
Yeah, go ahead and do.
Some like Black Ops stuff, some sneaking under the water. Little,
Yeah, you could do a rig.
I don't have anything that.
Try
I
and
don't
rig
think
it.
I'm going to try it.
Okay, just an idea, I guess. But yeah,
I don't
there's,
want
like,
to. I
stuff
don't want to
to
make one that makes me like that has like an air hole in it. And I have to like get up in the middle of like swimming or something like that because it fails.
You could make vessels as well. Like there's enough, bits of dried grass. You want to try and make kind of like a raft situation.
Well, the raft wouldn't be bad to like utilize when we're down underneath the bridge setting the charge in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe someone could roll rig to make up this raft.
Anybody have any rig? I have 1 dice in it.
I got nothing.
Up to me. Here we go.
All right. It is controlled, so there is that.
Okay, it's 5.
Hey.
Ooh, pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, you make a decent sized raft, but it's looking a little leaky. But hopefully you'll be okay.
Just gotta last long enough for us to get in there and set the charges and get out.
All right. Anything else anybody wants to do to prepare or get any get ready before it's time to Operation Blow the Toblerone begins?
How people do it on wounds when you're harmed?
I'm good. I'm stressed the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
There's been no moments of break here. I am. This is gonna be rough. Also,
This is doing 2 back to back with no R&R. Like this is putting you through your paces.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So okay, then
Hopefully we missed the golden
will
opportunity to
say-
call this Operation Tobler Blown.
Oh, that's so much better. Yes, Operación Tobler Blown. Tobler Blown.
Yep.
All right, relief is coming if you survive. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
then.
Oh, wait,
Kano, Dream Tree.
one more thing.
Oh,
Sorry.
Dream Tree, go ahead.
Can I find a piece of like a dark colored film, like a piece of a negative from a photograph or something like that? Because my eyes are not good with any light, so I kind of want to have like a visor in case there's bright light.
Yeah, I think you can find some.
Okay.
There's some old just some construction paper that's dark. You can make kind of a good sun shield for yourself.
Perfect. Just in case.
And it's still for bugs, time works different for bugs, I guess. I don't know. If you're a real entomologist, let me know if bug years are different than human years or whatever. So it's still it's kind of a before dawn at this point. Like it's still relatively dim. Like the sun's just starting to creep up over the corner.
Yeah, but when the sun comes up, I'll get blinded
Yeah.
because
You still have a little while though.
yeah, the potion says it lasts for 24 hours, so I'm going on that actual cycle, you know.
Right. Okay. All right. So everybody's ready. Lucano Dream Tree, you go on this little raft. You start paddling it out towards the middle of the river. Flores, you set up and you're getting ready. Um, you hear some like shouts on the other side of the bridge. Um, the bugs on the other side, you see a bunch of like Nessenheim bugs come together. There is like a young like earwig officer who is leading them. Um, he has like a little bit of binoculars made of like some glass. You can see him in the distance, kind of like looking things over. He looks at the clank on the other side of the bridge and is like thinks things over for a moment, and then instead of ordering his men to attack, he has um some like pebble mortars set up on the other side. They're like pretty lightweight, portable mortars, and the crew start shooting uh explosive pebbles like across the river,
Hmm.
aiming at the clank and the other bugs who are there. So just trying to like smash up the defenses a bit, but he's not quite taking the bait to engage them. All
Gotcha.
right, Flores, what do you do? These mortar
Um,
crews, like, there's pebbles zooming overhead. They're smashing into the water. Lucano and Dream Tree are getting like showered as explosions are going off.
yeah. Um, hmm. Can't decide whether I want to take out the commander or just take out the actual like mortar emplacements. Um, I think for now I'm going to try and take out a few of the people the bugs manning the mortar emplacements, just to sort of slow it down at least. So
So you're firing at the mortar crew.
yeah. Um, oh yeah, I'm just gonna roll the shoot. I don't think I'm gonna use a use an aim just yet. Yeah. It's a crit.
Whoa.
2 6s and
Hell
a
Okay.
4.
Oh, I would say this was risky, so not necessarily XP worthy, but the crit,
Yeah.
amazing. Um, what do you think? Like, you like hit one of their like shells and blow it up and just wipe them all out?
I mean,
Like that could be something.
I'd be
You
totally
want to go
down
for
for
that
that.
one?
It's sort of like right. I think because mortars are sort of like they drop it into the tube and it fires, right? So I think like right as they're sort of like about to put it into the tube, I take the shot and just right right as they're and just set it off.
Whoa. Okay. And if you really like if you're a mortar expert and you really can't do that, these are like bug mortars, so you can do it. Okay, it works. Such a thing is possible in this world. Um, yeah, it's like a direct hit. It goes off. The other shells that are around them also go off, and like the whole their front of the bridge is like blanketed in fire. Um, the all the daring bugs and like the Greenleaf guards are like cheering and like waving their knives. You hear a shout from the other side, and they start like moving in. They're not doing a direct charge. They're like trying to take cover on the other side of the Toblerone and like fire back. So like a pretty nasty firefight is zooming back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Flores, you catch a glimpse of this officer, like re-examining the situation and like um, making some new plans. All right, Lucano and Dreamtree, you're making it with this raft. You make it to like the middle of the Toblerone, or where are you going to try and plant the explosives at?
Is there like a central supporting column? Probably that then.
Definitely. Yeah, there's like a bunch of like twigs, branches that are holding this Toblerone up. It's very the good and the bad and the ugly. If you've seen the end of that movie, the classic bridge blowing up scene.
Yep.
So you guys were able to go there. You can pop out of the raft, start setting them up. I think it's either going to take a while to do it, or someone's got to roll a rig to get them set up like really quickly. You're going to do it no matter what. This will decide like the speed of it.
I'll roll. I actually realized I have 2 points in rig, not 1.
Oh, nice. Okay,
I can actually, if I can
we're
do
in
basic
desperate, by the way. Or no, we're in
Rig-
risky. I would say
risky.
we're
Okay.
about to be desperate. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any stress to give you.
We're all pretty stressed out, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty well up there. The 4.
Ice is a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say desperate situation. With the 4, you're able to do it. Like you get the explosives set up. You're starting to put the charges. Then you hear some like shouts. Dreamtree, you see this first. Coming like on the other side of the bridge are a bunch of like other ants, Nessenheim ants, but they look different. These ants have like armor on. They've made breastplates, pauldrons. They're still pretty lightweight, so they can move around in them, but like enough to make them to like really hamper them being shot. They also have like they've got like twig pistols, grenades, and nasty melee weapons like axes, spears, spikes, like sort of gauntlets with like spikes in them. And some of them have like strange looking weapons you've never seen before.
Okay.
One of them is going to run up ahead and take this like this trench club, just like a little length of a toothpick with like all this like glass shards in there, and take a swing at you. What are you going to do?
That me?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
dear.
just like rushing over, trying to just brain you with it.
Man, I don't have much to retort to that. But what I could try to do is throw my incendiary grenade in their direction before they can run at me.
Ooh, good idea.
Or, you know what? At least it'll go behind them and hit the rest of them, and we'll see what happens after that.
Use
But
some cover. Okay. What do you think this would be? Shoot, skirmish?
either one is 0 for me, so yeah, I'll take either one. But it's literally like all I could possibly do, except dodge to the left, trip him with my foot, and hope he goes like into the water himself.
Great
but
idea.
I can't see that happening. I don't know. That seems pretty comical.
No, that's okay. You could try and like avoid it. You could maneuver to kind of like try and run away.
Yeah, I think it's my best
maybe
bet.
if you like real high, you could trip him.
Okay, I'll try that. At least have a chance with maneuver. 1 in 5, so 5.
Oh, all right. Oh, you should mark experience for that too, because he's definitely desperate. Okay. I'm gonna say you avoid him. You dash back. You are gonna take 1 level of harm as the club like smashes into your wing and kind of like bashes your exoskeleton.
I can't afford that. Another doctor use check. There is let's see, my left knee gives out, and I creech down real quick, and he misses. So there's like a self pain, but not like harm. I
All right,
2 more, and I'm dead.
Oh no. Stilly. All right, yeah, the club just like rushes over your head, but yeah, you're hurting.
I got 1 more doctor use.
Lucano, this they're called Sturm crawlers. One of them, the one with the club, makes a beeline. Just charges straight for you with the club. behind him, you see another one raising this like very weird looking twig gun that's like all metal. Um, it's like a tinfoil gun with this kind of like drum magazine, and it
Oh,
starts like rapid firing, um, like nasty chunks of like metal at you. Like you've seen heavy twig emplacements that can fire like that, but nothing so small that can fire like can be held in a guy's hand and just spray bullets.
this is new.
Yeah, it's new and very scary. It's like the chunks of metal are like just cutting into the water. All they're fountaining up all around you. What do you do?
And there's someone coming after me currently.
Yeah, well, that he seems more on the club guy is like kind of between you and Dream Tree, and then the submachine gun guy is just firing at everybody.
I'm going to take a knee and try to shoot him with the venom shot. Is it desperate or risky?
Oh, definitely desperate. Please mark experience. But are you shooting submachine gun guy or club
Submachine gun guy. He
Okay.
seems to be the moment of danger because that's like a small twig emplacement, and those things tear people apart.
Absolutely. Go ahead and mark experience. Give yourself another die for the venom too.
Okay, well, very close to a critical. I rolled a 6 and a 5 and a 1.
Ooh, okay. Well, the good thing for that 6. So it's a good roll overall for sure.
Yes,
What gun fires the venom round?
it's Finn's. Finn Day's Splinter rifle.
Oh, nice. So how do you kill him with that?
Yeah, I assume he's just like wearing armor, right? Like sort of large suits of armor.
The sturm crawlers are all armored up.
But this is also like we're talking about like medieval style armor, so like there are still eye slits.
Mhm.
So just
Yeah.
take the moment, sort of
Yeah, you got the neck, you got the
just with this basically this sharpshooter's rifle, just straight through the faceplate.
Oh man, yeah, it just like rips in there. The venom like dissolves his skull from the inside. Um, the subgun like fires off a few more rounds of instinct, then he drops and collapses into the shallow puddle. Big fountain comes up. All right, Flores, you can see this like chaos going on down below. There's chaos up above too, as like using cover. Nessenheim like rifle bugs are able to like put down some covering fire, and then more of the Sturm crawlers are like making a charge across the bridge.
okay.
You also do see what's going on down below too. You picked a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
perch.
yeah. I think above is fine for now. I think I will do. I feel like I just sort of like through my scope, I see what the sergeant just did, and I'm just like in like whisper, "Ooh, that was a nice shot there, sergeant." And I start doing some cover fire, my special ability. So when I set up some or provide covering fire, they will have potency in their next action. So
Oh, excellent.
I believe I still roll shoot. It's set up with
Mhm.
shoot or provide covering fire. Yeah. So hiya. Okay. 5. The shoot for the cover fire.
Pretty good. I would say, yeah, you're definitely in a risky, I don't know if necessarily desperate.
Yeah.
For your situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a good amount of cover and fire down there. Um, I would say between Lucano shooting and Flores shooting, the Sturm bugs down below, or the Sturm crawlers down below, are like recoiling a bit and like gathering among some other supports before they make another attack. So Dream Tree down below, the explosives have been set. It's looking chaotic. What do you do?
Um, let's see. I think if everything's set, I would tell the sergeant to sort of make like a firing retreat. You know, keep up the shooting, maybe, but like start backing up. And I'm not sure how it works, whether the sergeant has to set it off, I have to set it off, or whatnot. But I just want to aid in that so that it happens. Like I don't know what else to do at this moment, but I'm trying to make sure that it goes off.
Nice. I think anybody who wants could detonate it.
Yeah, if you want to take the
But
box
you
and
are
run,
really close to it right now.
Is that what you
What's
consider-
that?
if Stilly wants to takes the plunger box and run away with it, you're more than welcome to. I can just hand it off to you.
Okay, because I feel like you're better with keeping the fire on the bridge. Flores better with the fire above the bridge. Me just like finally setting that thing off. So you keep the chances up of our guys living, and them. Because the more we back up, then they're going to try to advance, right? That's our hope.
Yes.
If we can catch them on the bridge, if not, we at least blow it up, right? And they can't cross it. Okay, so yeah, that's my goal. Would be to take your plunger box and say, let's get this bridge undone.
All right. So you get the plunger box. So are you just like running away through the water, holding it, or hopping on the raft? What's sort of the plan
As
there? How are you making the
secretly as
escape?
possible, so their attention is still on everyone shooting at them, and hopefully less on me.
Nice. Okay. I think it's going to require a roll. I think it could be maneuver.
I'll take that.
Okay, definitely desperate. So please mark experience there.
I'll take that. Billy.
All right, you're just booking it through the water. The raft is still there, so not worrying about the raft. But all right.
So you get like bonuses for snake eyes, right?
It's a critical, not the one you want.
It's some kind of critical.
Ugh,
Oh my god, dude.
it hurts.
Okay, so how much harm do you have so far?
I have 2 boxes left.
Okay, you're
I'm
gonna have
needing.
one box after this.
I have 1 harm in my level 3. I'm at need help. I've been there because of the explosive that happened last time. So yeah, I have 2 boxes left.
All right.
Don't be afraid.
As you're running away, a pistol shot like bangs into your side. You drop the charger box. It splashes into the puddle, and there's like a little bit of a current there, and it like goes out of your hands. So it's like kind of floating away now.
Got it.
All right. Lucano, you see all this. You see Dream Tree like take the shot. She's still up, but she's hurt. The Sturm crawlers look like they're getting ready to make another charge. They can like tell what's going on. So they're like start charging back across. What do you do?
Oh, this is such a hard decision.
I'm still up. Did I take like 1 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still need to get the box.
I know. I'm just gonna look at you and say go. I can still plunge it.
Well, you dropped the plunger in the water, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I'm just saying, like, you could do. No, go ahead, make your move.
You will get an extra die thanks to the cover fire.
I'm gonna make a mad. I'm gonna take the wire in hand, and I'm gonna make a mad dash downstream, holding the wire, leading to where the box is, even if it means I'm out in the open.
Oh man. Okay. This could be maneuver, I think.
I think so.
You got the potency, so
Potency.
Yep.
And to really just drive this home, I'm going to push myself.
Oh
I am out of stress.
no! Don't do this
My
to me.
stress
Okay.
is maxed out. I have 3 dice. I'm feeling lucky. And I'm glad I was feeling lucky because I rolled a critical.
Wow. All right. All right. You get to these explosive box at the last moment. What I mean, I have some ideas of cool stuff that could happen, but like what do you think happens as you like grab it and like press it down and detonate?
Um, I think just from the force of the detonation and me already being sort of like off kilter, running in, like through this sort of like, waist high water, just like splashing through, just exhausted, stressed out. Silly's down. Um, these are way stronger enemies than he's used to facing with all this heavy armor. Um, I think just like he's just at the end of his rope, he yanks it out of the water, twists a plunger in, and the shockwave just throws him into the water.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, you get that. The explosives go off. Um, huge boom in the center of the Toblerone Bridge. I think thanks to that crit, like as it comes down, a good amount of it collapses on the Sturm crawlers behind you. So like they're crushed under the falling twigs and very durable paper that Toblerone uses for their wonderful products. Um, and they're like crushed under that and cannot follow you. So Dream Tree and Lucano, like you guys, like you make it back, you make it out of the water. You're limping out. Um, Flores, as you're watching this, you catch something out of the corner of your eye. The Nesnon commander, while this was going on, he actually sent a few Sturm crawlers in like a little raft of their own across the side of the puddle. And they've reached the other side to try and like hold the bridgehead. So he was playing you guys too. He was going through like a flying. So you look up and you see that one of these guys has a flamethrower. He has like, a little tub of gasoline, little lit match, and it's just like starts to shoot out a burst of flame. He's got a few
Okay.
other Sturm crawlers with him too that are similarly armored and have those like submachine guns.
Are
What do
they
you
all
do?
clustered together, perhaps? They wouldn't happen
Yeah,
to be all
they're coming
clustered
off the
together
raft.
where, say, a blown up tank would take them out, would it?
You could certainly try if you want to go for that.
Yeah, I want to try and blow out the tank. Um, so okay, man. Yeah. 4.
That was desperate too, so please mark experience.
Okay.
A 4, there's a consequence.
Okay.
Okay. I would say you get the tank, but I think some of them are able to like spread out a little bit before the tank goes up. So you get like most of them, like of the, um the 4 bugs that make it across, with the flamer being one of them. Um, two are immolated, but 2 survive. So 2 of
Okay.
these like tinfoil gun bugs make it across and start like taking cover just as Lucano and Dream Tree come back. Dream Tree,
Okay.
it is back to you.
I'm definitely breathing hard, arm supported on Lucano's shoulder, and I just
Leaning on Lucano.
yeah, definitely leaning on Lucano, and then I just for a moment I don't lean on you. My shoulder goes into you. My left hand opens up your palm, and my right hand puts an incendiary grenade in it and says, "Please, just take them out." I got nothing else. I'm not
Oh,
even gonna
no, it's
try this
good.
one. I got no shoot, no skirmish, no nothing. So
That's all
I give
right.
it to
I'll give
you.
Lucano another die thanks to that incendiary grenade.
There you go.
Guess it's time to wreck shop. 3 dice it is. Glad for 3 dice. I rolled a 1, 2, and a 5.
Hmm. Okay. Let me see. So I think you're gonna take him out. How much harm do you have?
I only have my first boxes filled up. I still have my second and third.
Yeah, I think you would go to your second one. As like one of the shots does like graze you. But you do get the bomb off, and they are both like the fire wraps around them and catches them too. Um, but after this display, you look back, you see the lieutenant, Nessenheim lieutenant, start like pulling back.
So want to take him out as he's running.
You could try. Do you want to go? Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, I want to try it. That's something that Flores would
Okay.
would do.
Yeah, shoot him in the back as he's retreating. Great. No, I guess what Flores would do.
Yeah.
This is risky, so I don't know if you would get a XP for this, but yeah, see if you can pull it off.
Okay. Well, not looking good so far. Nope, 3.
Okay, you miss him. So Lieutenant Erwig Rummel, who will grow up to into the Second World War bug, becomes I don't know, the Sandbox Fox.
Yeah.
He gets to have a long, illustrious career after all, and survives his first. I'm not sure he did stuff before, but this was his first claim to fame. It was some brilliant tactical daring do in Caporetto. So the Battle of Pimento is over. You guys are able to like reconvene at the city of San Marzano tomato, made out of some like San Marzano tomato jar, well back from the city of Pimento, which is now under the control of Nessenheim and the Beetle Weevil and their Beetle Weevil allies. So it's just like a total disaster. Lots of eatery bugs were captured. Lots just fell back. By the time you make it back to like the main, the command area, it's like where all the staff officers have been forced to retreat and over there. They've been able to like get semblance of order. You guys find Lieutenant Cashew, or sorry, General Cashew, back in he's like outside, like looking over maps and just like listening to all these reports coming in of the great losses that Eatery has suffered. And he is just like raging. As you guys in the Daring Bugs and Dragolio comes in, he is crying like, you know what I blame the loss on? The common soldier. Those bugs were not brave enough. They were not strong enough or disciplined enough. No wonder they collapsed in the first Nessenheim attack. How can I possibly fight a war with such awful, terrible soldiers? As you guys coming in, he like glares at you and he's like, look, here come a bunch now. Maybe I should do some decimation to instill better discipline and better sense of martial valor into these wretched bugs, these wretched excuses for soldier bugs.
Well, the Greenleaf Guard are here to assist you. We don't belong to you.
He is like glaring at you and he's like, well, somebody has to be to blame for this disaster.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Speak for yourself.
This rank ill discipline requires punishment. I need to speak to whatever bug possibly commands you. Um, and then as he is saying this, you guys see some other insects that are familiar to you arriving, or maybe not insects is the wrong word. Some other bugs arriving. There are more Hillish troops are showing up. You recognize a spider who is with them, who you fought with way back in the sandbox. It is Captain Vermilion,
Oh,
who
Vermilion.
was with
Oh.
the playground and swing set Army Corps. And you hear some very broad playground accents as they're moving to help. Also, there is Francois Fromage from the Republic de Leaf with a bunch of like leaf soldiers who have come in as well. These are like the leaf cutter ants. They have their, I mean, at this point of the war, they're like very like dark blue, almost gray uniforms, um, and they're like marching in sequence as well.
Some actual good
So they
soldiers
show up
coming
and
along.
Vermilion is like, yeah. Vermilion, he goes over to Cashew and like salutes, and he's like, "Sir, is there some sort of problem here?" Oh, Sergeant Lucano, good to see you.
Captain Vermilion?
Vermilion, good to see you, man.
Flores. We had some hot times there in the sandbox, eh?
Just like home for me.
Well, you bugs are a long way from home, that's for sure. So, what's going on with the Mr. Snail here? You're into a spot of trouble?
A little bit. He thinks the best strategic action to take would be to head on charge across no man's land. Every time.
I mean, Vermilion definitely is on your side. He's still a captain. However, Eatery is definitely the junior partner in this alliance.
Yes.
But General Fromage though is a general of one of the senior partners of the insect Entente. He looks over to you, Dreamtree, and he is like, "Mademoiselle Ladybug, is this true? Tell me, I am a newcomer to this front. What have you seen? Share your wisdom with me."
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Charmed. Enchanté. He has antenna that are like formed into a very elaborate mustache. And he's like,
And yeah, there's definitely a bigger smile from Stilly than normal. And then says, "Well, I can tell you that probably anything that the superiors tell you probably isn't true, and anything that these two tell you, you better believe it can go in print. However, I'm sure that's not how things will be portrayed."
All right, go ahead and give me a sway or a consort.
Gladly give you consort if I can.
All right.
Come on. Ooh, okay. 4. 2, 4, 4.
4. Okay.
Not dice aren't favorable.
Let's see. I would say. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my dice are not favorable tonight.
Okay, that's all right. It's still a controlled situation, so it's reduced. So he's not completely as warm to you as before, but he still listens to you. He is like, "Perhaps I require a word with the good General Cashew. You Greenleaf Guards, you could head to your own side. Perhaps we can discuss this later." And he puts one of his long ant legs around the arm of General Cashew, the snail, and he's like, "General, from now on, the Insect Entente, the Republic de Leaf, and the Kingdom of Hillington are going to take a more active interest in this particular front. The war, my friends, is changing. All of us have to do our part. So let us discuss, my friend, what your part will be. And he starts leading the very much chastised Lieutenant Cashew away. So Vermilion joins you guys, and he's like, well, so I suppose things have been a bit rough over here. This Battle of Pimento sounds like a major defeat.
Yes,
Nah, much
We
to
did our
our
best.
efforts.
we did our best to slow them down, but
Right. Well, I think the Nessenheim bugs, they did their job, and they're going to go back up to the backyard. And I don't know if you read the papers.
not just yet. We've been kind of away from civilization for a while now.
Ah,
Yeah.
let me give you a bit of an update. So, you know that the kitchen, they're out of it. They're in their civil war, and they're having they got their own problems. They signed a peace treaty with Nessenheim.
Hmm.
So, frees up a whole bunch of Nessenheim troops to go to the backyard. It's bad news for us. Nessenheim, I mean, seems like they're on the ropes. But even so, up in the backyard, they got a whole lot of reinforcements now. Some battle-tested troops. We're being pulled in from the sandbox too. Like, seems like the termites are on their last legs as well. So everybody's pulling in their armies for one big push. And got some new news. Got some other good news. And he points to Buzz Peachtree. His country bugs have gotten involved. The United Hives has finally woken up. They're buzzing in on our side.
Glad to hear 'em.
Yeah, they'll be joining us in the backyard. However, so far they got some troops in, but it'd take them a while to rev up the old war machine. So don't know how much use they're going to be for the final push.
Only one way to
Um,
find out is put them in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. He points further down. He's like, we came over here with this contingent. We're supposed to pick up the Greenleaf Guards, bring it back. That ant over there. And he points over to further kind of at the edge of the camp. And you see Colonel Little, the military intelligence ant. He was very keen on us bringing you along. I think he'd like to have a word with you.
I'd like to have a word with him as well. Lead the way.
All right, so Vermilion brings you guys over. Captain Little is kind of sitting there, sipping his a little bit of Kool-Aid in a refined mug. He's like, "Oh, Sergeant Lucano, Flores, Dreamtree."
Captain Little.
Yes, I was hoping I could run into you. Tell me, what's news of our mutual friend in the 25th anniversary balloon?
Well, his balloon's down, so there's that.
Yeah, I got down during combat.
Ah, splendid news.
Seems
However,
like a
I'm afraid.
crack shot.
Yes, well done, you. So I'm afraid that particular ant has the luck of the devil. I've received some reports from the heart of Nessenheim that's where he's going. Apparently, you've put a great deal of fear in him. He's got some allies in Nessenheim in their armaments industry. So he's going there for security. I think he's wary about selling his wares in insect entente territory for fear of running into you again.
Good.
Yes, quite. Now, I put in an official request to have the Greenleaf Guards transferred back to the backyard front. There's quite a lot of business needs to be done. The final push to really beat down the Iron Kaiser once and for all, but I want to make sure, for both our sakes, that Sir Basil Rosemary Time does not survive till the end of the war. I have betrayed him after all, so I'd rather uh, he wasn't around to attempt revenge against me. You understand, I'm sure.
Oh,
Of
gladly.
course.
Well, the more he comes
Jolly
across-
good. Yes. Well, get a little bit of rest. We'll be shipping out for the backyard within the hour. So as you guys head out for the backyard, you actually do get some rewards from some spoils of war to take with you. I'm going to give you 3 choices, and you get to pick 2 of them.
Okay.
This is kind of as opposed to like picking a mission, which didn't really get to do this time because it was our cool climactic ending, which we'll bring back for the final 2 battles as we go back to the backyard. So you can get so you can pick 2 of these: 3 intel, 3 supply, or a new vehicle, which is called an armored bottle capsicle, which is like a bottle cap on the side with some little tiny wheels and like some cover built into it, and some twig emplacements or maybe some light cannons in there. It's not as armored as the Clank, but it's a lot faster. It's like it's an armored
Oh,
That's
supports. So which of the 2 do you want to pick? Resupply, 3 intel, or the capsicle?
intel could be useful because you could use it on our missions to get extra
Yeah.
points, extra dice. We currently are sitting at 1, so we'd be at 5.
wait, 1 to 5?
We have because was it 4 intel or 3 intel?
3.
Oh, 3.
3
Sorry,
intel.
1 to 4.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, 3 intel, 3 supply,
I mean,
and the capsicle are the 3 options.
yeah. In terms of supply, we're currently sitting at 3. So while it would be nice to have more supply, it's not wholly necessary.
Should we take the intel and should we take the auto capsicle?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Right. Intel and the armored capsicle is yours. Let me do a little circle in just so that we all remember this. Intel capsicle. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of the experience. We'll start, I guess, let's do the opposite way we went in, starting with Dream Tree.
Alright. Let's see. I survived barely.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
You literally, like, as you both probably walk away, like I fall backwards, like literally just like fall back, and just like I scream medic, and then probably pass out. Let's see. Help the
man.
squad through medical knowledge. I would say I did the medical. Well, I did the stopping of wounds. I don't think I did knowledge though.
Oh, I definitely think that counts. So I'd say take
Yeah.
1 for there for sure.
So there we go. And then I don't think I did any heritage. No traumas. 'Cause I don't have any. And what was the highest threat?
4.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, the Sturm crawlers are like they're like, their whole job is killing bugs. So
No, I mean that was a pretty
Yeah.
low XP mission
no
otherwise,
joke.
but that was a
Yeah.
boost right there. They gave me more than I did myself in actions.
Yep.
nice. All right. All good for Dream Tree?
Yeah. Sorry, all done.
All right, let's move on to Patrick for the soldier.
Okay. I survived the mission. Barely.
Yeah. Ugh.
Did I help my squad through courage and determination? I think so.
Oh, definitely.
Did I play into my heritage or traumas? Probably definitely my heritage. The haunted trauma maybe a little bit, like not wanting to leave behind somebody and then throwing themselves into
Oh, yeah.
danger to prevent anybody else from taking the hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I think risking everything to get Flores out of the snow.
And
Yeah, for
risking
sure.
everything to make sure that the job got done.
Oh yeah.
And then the highest threat was 4, correct?
Yes.
But 8 for me.
All right. And then that brings us to our sniper.
Woo! So, survived the mission. Held the squad through keen observation or key shots. I would say so. So it's 2. Player heritage or traumas. I think my little interaction with the Kaisers is sort of plays into my sort of warm personality from my
Oh, yeah.
heritage. So
Mm-hmm.
it's at least 1 from that. I don't think I really played into my paranoia this session.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah. And then 4 from that, so that's 7 for me. Okay.
All right. So we got some XP going around. We got some level ups because we're getting to the end game. We have 3 more episodes. We're going back to the backyard for the end of the war. And if you know your World War One, in some ways it's an anti-climax, but in other ways it's a humongous and horrific climax. So things are going to get particularly intense as the war nears its close. And we begin our final arc, which is entitled And They All Go Marching, as these ants go marching along.
Oh, thanks, guys. As always, I always pick a couple quotes because Mike was on fire tonight, and I don't think
Thank you.
But it was like I think the jokes kind of went like everybody was so intent on what was going on. I just felt like there's 2 quotes that you had tonight. Well, 2 things you said, and I don't know what character said them, but the prose is gonna be so purple. Dude, that is so funny to me. I don't know why. When you said that, I was dying. Like,
Yeah, well, I think it was that sounds like Dario Dragoli.
It was
That was
Dragoli,
Dario.
yeah, I was just,
absolutely, yeah.
I was dying over here. I was like, whoo, but it was intense, right? Everything's kind of, there was stuff going on. And the other one was relief is coming if you survive.
Yeah.
I'm like, just so funny. I just felt like the epitome of oxymoron, right? It's fine. Relief is coming if you survive. It's like,
What's just so hard.
oh, those were very. I was laughing at. I was eating my burrito, and I was like, dude, that's funny. So, thank you guys. Those are the ones that got me tonight. But thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for putting this out into the universe, into the world, and providing entertainment. And everybody else, you got to get out there and play some games, even if it's not an RPG. If you're just watching this to go, hey, what are these guys doing? If you tune in for 5 seconds, you probably won't see this part. But if you tune in for a few minutes, it's really important to play games with each other, whether it be online, social games, talk to each other, be creative. Let people hear your stories. There's some quotes out there of some people. It was Kevin Smith that I was watching a podcast with him, and the big thing that he was saying was somebody is out there waiting for something new, and you could be the person that creates it. So I was like, you could be the one that creates the new thing. So go out there and do something risky, do something a little silly, tell your stories, play your games, and put them out into the world if you'd like. But that was kind of my little, I don't know what that was. But thank you guys again. We will see you again next week, I think. Yes. We're good on next week? You're good and written up for the next arc? Okay.
Next week we're off, 'cause
Okay.
we have the break. Yeah.
Okay, we have 1 week break, and then, we'll be back the following week. But until then, everybody out in the world, pull up a chair and make
And
time to
make time to
tabletop.
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 We will see you very soon, everyone. Bye.
Bum,